Well, here we are. What are we doing, Wolf? He insisted on coming down right down center track today. So I don't know what the plan is. He's looking down there. And he's not liking what he's seeing down there. Wolf, even with his advanced Alzheimer's, he still knows when it's not going to be a good chooch in the afternoon. Come on. Come on. Good boy. You gonna walk down there again? Huh? Let me know how that's working for you. Ooh. That's the best, huh? You liking that? No, that didn't last long, did it? Come on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Shit. I went backwards down the embankment here. Holy crap. Here he comes. Woo! Had to feel better on your legs than it felt on mine, that's for darn sure. Oh, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Thursday afternoon Chooch. O'Kelly here, and I liked waking up this morning. You know, a lot of people that have subscribed to me, the O'Kelly channel, you know, a month is a long time to be gone, and I've gotten such nice letters from people saying, damn, Rosie, what the hell happened to you, girl? You're back, yay! And they're enjoying the chooches and stuff, and it really makes me feel good to be back. And I received a really cool letter from a guy named Kevin. And Kevin is out in he's out in Jen's neck of the woods down in Arkansas, down in the Ozarks. And he's like, Rosie, I cannot tell you. This is the guy whose whole family likes to watch. I cannot tell you how it has warmed our hearts down here in Arkansas to have you back on the channel. And he said, I just watched your 3-part upload on how you got your channel back, and I just want to show that to my employees here at the feed mill. But of course they will wonder because it's a transgender girl on there. But the point will not be lost on them of the persistence that you had getting your channel back. And he said, I want to know one thing. He said, I have been following YouTube for many, many, many years. And when somebody disappears, I never see them again. How would you account for the fact that against all odds, mind you, we're all dicked up here. What are we doing? Hello? Boy, we almost came close to clipping that foot inside of that loop, and we haven't had that for like 6 weeks. I thought we're doing some serious wolfy backsliding here today. But Kevin wanted to know, how in the hell do you ever get the persistence in life to do what you do? You know, in other words, what drives you to push so hard for something? And I was reminded, I thought back to my first job when I got out of college, when I thought, you know, this place sucks. I get on the train, I go up to New York City, I got a few dollars in my pocket, and I'm like, I'm just going to make a life here, you know, and I'm sleeping down in Battery Park downtown, tip of Manhattan and stuff, and hanging out there with the bums, and, you know, trying out. People sitting around talking about which cardboard box is best to sleep in, the corrugated kind, the double corrugated, the insulated job with the pallet bottom, you know, and we're all comparing notes on which cardboard box is most fitting. But I ended up, after a couple weeks, I found a guy to move in with, and I applied for some jobs and stuff. I had a pretty good education and stuff. I just didn't have any scratch in my pocket. After a while, I worked a couple dishwasher jobs. I put a few dollars in my pocket. Finally, I was able to buy a good suit. And I saw AT&T was hiring people in Manhattan. I thought, ooh, AT&T, Fortune 100 company, lots of money. I used to work for Western Electric in the cable factory in Baltimore, and at that time, of course, the cable factory was still open. So I went down, I said, yo, yeah, I used to work for Western Electric, you know, in the big cable making operation down at the Point Breeze Works down in Baltimore there. It's like, I never heard of that. I don't even think we make cable anymore, do we, Frankie? You know, he's turning to the other guy thing. And I said, oh, well, what kind of job is he doing? He says, it's just like a sales and marketing position. I said, that's cool. You know, I like to talk to people. I'm down with that. I go in, try to chew the fat with the receptionist, stuff like that. And it's like, well, we're going to be, you're going to be working in Manhattan. We like your style. You're well educated. But do you got the guts to do the sales job? I thought, you know, bring it on, Spike. You know, let me have it. It turns out they were hiring people to sell PBX's private branch exchange phone systems in Manhattan, which basically meant, you know, you were selling this small box, sat on a desk like the receptionist out there, and the, you know, it had like 10 lines coming into it, and you could route it to Frankie and Jimmy and Jane and George and all the people at the company, right, to call, hi. Law firm of Knive, Finagle, and Screw'em. Can I help you? Yes, I'd like to talk to Mr. Screw'em, please. Oh, okay, hold on. That's a PBX system, right? Private branch exchange system. So I thought to myself, holy crap. I said, how do we sell these things? Well, he said, you take your button and you push the elevator button and you start at the top floor of the skyscraper. And, you know, you just start at the top floor and you work your way down. And you just knock on the office door and say, hey, I'm from AT&T. Oh, I didn't know our phone was in trouble. No, I'm here to talk to somebody about your phone system. Well, it's working good. Well, we want to upgrade your PBX system and your phone system. Oh, that's cool. You know, it's well, I really hate AT&T, but they're coming in to give us free equipment and stuff. I'd be like, not quite. This system is only $18,200 for your office, and most of the time I get chucked out the door. And by about 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I will have worked my way down a whole skyscraper, like 86 floors of offices, right? And I might have one good lead for all that. You know, after a week or two, I got pretty good. I could do a 80-story skyscraper and maybe get 3 or 4 sales and that kind of thing, but you want to talk about dogged persistence, going door to door, literally building to building in Manhattan with no appointments, just cold calling on people hauling around a phone PBX system. I'd like to talk to the person responsible for the phone system in your organization here. You're like, well, I want you to kiss my ass. What do we do about that? Oh, okay. Bye. It really does give you a lot of, it gives you a lot of gumption. When you cut your teeth as somebody selling something, cold calling and selling stuff door to door, you know, it really gives you a lot of spine and backbone. People say, how can you carry that camera down the street and you know, people walking past you, behind you, giving the finger? I don't even see them. I could care less. You know, but the big payoff was, after about 8 months of selling PBX systems, skyscraper to skyscraper, in New York, I landed at the offices of Goldman Sachs Corporation. Now, Goldman Sachs is the biggest money spinner in merchant banking. I mean, they don't do commercial banking. You don't go to them and say, hey, we need a loan for blah, blah, blah. You go to them and say, you know, we want to borrow $10 billion, or we want to sell our stock on the New York Stock Exchange, or we're Exxon and we need to raise money. We need to raise $10 billion to fund this oil exploration gig. Well, you go see Goldman Sachs, you know. So I was in there, you know, they're big guys. I mean, the partners make $2 million a year when you get accepted into partner, right? And you get that much in bonusing plus more. And I went in there to Goldman Sachs to sell the PBX system. Of course, they have a PBX system 100 times bigger than what I have in my what I have under my arm going up the into the office. And I'd like to see the person responsible for the phone system in the office. And everybody's like cracking up, like, really? Look at this doofus. Bad enough he's got a Balmer accent, but he's coming in to sell this phone system. And you know, there was a guy that was going out to the receptionist's office picking up his messages, and he heard that I was selling. He overheard what I was saying there, and he lifted his head up and said, you know, let me get this straight. You're cold calling here. You're cold calling our office to sell a phone system. I said, oh, but no, not just any phone system. This is an AT&T phone system. Like, cut the bullshit. You know? Like, I don't give a shit about their phone system. He's like, how long have you been doing this? I said, I've been doing this gig about 8 months or so. And he's like, you're surviving? I'm like, mate, I'm prospering. Next week's Encyclopedia Britannica. He's like, do you got a couple minutes? He said, come into my office. He sat me down and he said, you know what? This is absolutely amazing. This is the kind of shit that you only hear about in movies and stuff. It's like, let me see if I got this straight. For 8 months, you've been taking the subway here, going up and down every skyscraper, hauling this 18-pound, you know, PBX phone system through rain, sleet, and snow, cold calling people. And I said, yes. And he said, you are exactly the kind of person I want to work in our currency and bond marketing department. And the rest is history. That's when my tenacity and my unwillingness to take no for an answer, that's where it all came from. And it all paid off big time with a couple glorious years in New York City and everything else. Well, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. That takes that kind of persistence to get stuff accomplished in life. And okay, you know, you offer me $100,000 a year, I'll come and sell for your company too. We just got time for one picture this afternoon, and then we'll see you all around. Thanks for being on the Thursday afternoon Chooch.